What is up, people? This is the Oracle. We are back online for another Hour of Devastation draft. As you might know, I recently started to stream, and it's been a blast. I'm really enjoying that, and I'm going to continue to stream most likely. It's probably not going to change much for the YouTube channel, but again, if you haven't done that yet and you want to see me playing more, feel free to click in the link down below in the description to my Twitch account and follow me on Twitch, because from now on you'll probably get to see me play quite a bit on Twitch, at least when I have time. In the meantime, let's just draft. Good old draft recording without camera and all the features on Twitch. Probably just gonna first pick Godfather's Gift. It's a great bomber, great late game card. It's colorless. Don't think you would pick many uncommon over that. Like even card like Sand Strangler, I'm not sure you should pick over Godfather's Gift. That's interesting. Best card is probably Unquenchable Thirsts here. We could go with that. Yeah, Jet is pretty strong, but I think in the Godfather's Gift you'd rather have Thirst than Jet. Yeah, I think it's just Thirst. There's nothing else that's super exciting or interesting. Do kind of like farm Market in Godfather's Gift. So removal gives you time to go up to 7 mana, and the Market ability is actually kind of good with Godfather's Gift too. So it's probably quite decent. We could just pick Eternal of Harsh Truce to stay mono blue for now, but I think this is better enough that just play and pick that. Green seems to be potentially open. I think we've seen a decent amount of good green card. And we're still seeing some more Sharpshooter, Stalwart, Devotee of Strength. I kinda wanna just pick Haven of Enduring Hope though. It's another card that's pretty good in blue-white deck in general, pretty good with Godfather's Gift. I think I'm just gonna go with that and just stick to my colors. Sometimes I like, you know, staying up and make a couple speculative picks, but I don't think we are seeing cards that are powerful enough in, you know, non-blue or white colors to just try jump into another color. I think it's just fine staying in these colors for now. Spec is not super exciting. I guess we can pick Aerial Guide, which is pretty strong with Godfather's Gift. Any creature with a good ability is kind of nice to have with that, but there's not much else anyway, so doesn't really feel like a tough pick. Just checking if there's someone I know in the that's drafting with us. Oh god, that's a very late Thirst and pretty late Desert of the Mindful. It's good news, means that blue is probably gonna be rather open. Kinda wish could pick the Desert, but honestly it's probably just Thirst. And we don't really want to pass a super late Thirst, as it would, you know, it could make someone think that blue is open. And it is kind of open, but I'd rather not have the player that are gonna pass me spell to know that. Sunglass is fine here, I think. We might just pick Survivor's Encampment. We have 2 Unquenchable Thirst, and we will want a couple Desert if possible. I don't think we are going green at this point. Faithful is a pretty narrow sideboard card. It might be fine, but not a big fan. Hypno Revelat is a gift. Getting that this late when you already have 2 Thirst is just super good. We might play Planning. It's another card that kind of works well with Godfather's Gift. But we'll need a couple creature if we want to make that good. Though having a solid control deck with that as a finisher is, you know, something I would really not mind doing. And with 2 Thirst, 1 Sandblast, 1 Farm Market, we'd already have a decent amount of free invul. Deck is shipping up pretty well, I like that. I think God-Pharaoh's Faithful in the main or in the side even is going to be a better option than the Survivor here. Could see main decking that if we have a lot of blue spell and not many good 2-drop. I think could be perfectly fine. No one's playing green. Devotee of Strength is sweet. Right. Pride Sovereign. Solitary Camel is pretty great when you get enough desert, and we already kind of want desert because of these. Yesterday on stream I drafted the deck, a blue-white deck with 4 Solitary Camel, and it was pretty funny because, well, match 1 we played against another blue-white deck, and it took ages to finish the match. Like, we were both at 1 minute on the clock and we ended up milling the opponent. This was pretty awful. But after that we faced 2 aggro deck and we completely destroyed them with the camels. It was pretty funny. In the right deck, that card is just very good. It's just that most white deck will not play that many desert and are interested in other things than lifelink, are being pretty aggressive. But this card is actually fairly good. I think I'm just gonna pick that. I guess we could pick Pride Sovereign, get a bit greedy, try to splash for that. That's an option. We have 1 piece of fixing, we could get some more. And this might just wheel anyway. Let's get a bit greedy. The thing is, right now I don't see any reason to be greedy necessarily, but the camel might just wheel, so it doesn't really cost us a lot to pick that. If possible, I'd rather not stack too many of these because they can get a little bit clunky in multiples. Could pick Sandblast, though we already have 2 of this effect. Might not really want many more. Manalith is an option, but if we want fixing, I think I'd rather have Encampment. It's kinda close, nothing super exciting. Manalith and Encampment might just wheel. The pack is pretty weak though. Could pick Sandblast. I don't know. Let's go with Encampment. Probably want Avenger here. I think I like it more than the second planning. Should we be playing green actually? Green was kind of open. We are seeing more green now. And we could easily be blue-green ramp splashing for white instead of blue-white. That would kind of make sense, I think, actually. Picking Avenger is fine, though it's a solid 2-drop. And nothing is like crazy in green right now. If there was a Oasis Ritualist, I think I'd be more interested in doing that, especially since Ritualist is really nice to power up the gift, but I think we'll just go with Avenger for now. Nothing great here. There's still the chance we play green, but I think it's pretty low. Not a big fan of Saving Grace. But it's a fine card, we could just pick it. It's just that in this deck I want a lot of removal and I want enough creature for the gift, so picking non-removal, non-creature is a little bit clunky. Dutiful Servant is not super interesting. Steadfast Sentinel is probably not better. I just might want to pick Hippo in case we... or maybe another planning. Yeah. I don't know. It's kinda close. Here I think we pick Amulet over the third encampment. Yeah. Ooh, 2 desert is kinda nice. I think we want the blue one. Yeah, because we might end up just splashing for white. There's a chance we do that, so... But it's close. That's a late Ritualist. There's also a camel. I could imagine that's just splashing for white, because we could easily cut these two, and that, and that are really cards that are easy to splash for. I think we pick Ritualist. Okay, got Pharaoh's Faithful. Looking pretty good here. It's also a nice one to cycle and maybe get back with the gifts. And even if we end up slashing for white, it's not a big deal because you can always cycle it. Hippo. Yeah, I feel like we might want to be green splashing for white. We also have this Devotee of Strength we got pretty late. Doing that could be good, could make sense. Blue green splash white. Too big Beneath the Sand then. Sidewinder Naga. We have 4 desert, that card is fine. These are Beneath the Sand. It's kinda close. I think we might just want the fixing and acceleration given the curve and the fact we are playing 3 colors. I don't think I'll splash for Saving Grace. Alright. Green is kind of open. I think going green makes sense, and our white card are again pretty easy to splash for, so it's being in that spot is kind of fine. And with Beneath the Sand, Traveler's Amulet, Ritualist and 2 Encampment, we can easily just add 1 plains and probably not even more than that and be completely fine with the mana. We could use some 2-drop, like 2 strategic planning is not exactly... I mean, it's not bad, but the deck seems a little bit slow potentially. I mean, we have some cheap removal, which is good, but I'm a little bit worried about dying early if we don't get some more 2-drop. I don't really think we want white 2-drop though. I think again our main colors will be probably green and blue. Don't think we are gonna play Pyramid of the Pantheon here. I think Colossopid is the pick. Solid card, works pretty well with Beneath the Sand on turn 3. Yeah. Champion of Furnace is pretty strong. I think we might just want to pick that over the Sandworm. 2-drop are important, but Companion is a little bit too weak and it's really not a good defensive 2-drop. I guess it has the upside of trading with bigger creature, 3 and 4 drop sometime, but it also tends to die to cards like Blur of Blade, so it's fine. I'd be happy to have that in the deck, I guess, but I think Champion is better. But hopefully we'll get a couple 2-drop. I don't think we'll be splashing for a Force color. I think that'd be a little bit too greedy. Beetle is pretty strong though. Don't think Winds of Rebuke is gonna shine in this deck. This is not really a tempo deck. Do not mind Spider, which might be better than Quarry Howler in this deck. We don't really have any synergy with counters, and this blocks Morphing. And the ability works a little bit better with Godfather's Gift too, since we don't have any counter in the deck really. Okay, there are some green 2-drop. I think we need to pick those over Watchful Naga. I think I like the Warrior slightly more. There was a Gate to the Afterlife too, but I kind of like Gate when I'm playing blue-black with the Godfather's Gift and a lot of cycling creature. This deck has only 11 creatures, so getting 6 in the graveyard is going to be difficult. I think we should be able to pick a couple more creatures, but still. Here I think we just pick Evolving Wilds. Again, I don't think this is a good deck for Winds of Rebuke. And Evolving Wilds is nice for the fixing. Ooh, Gift is kind of cool. I like that. Prepare Fight. That's a very strong card. Lovely. Even though we don't have a lot of creature. I guess Cunning Survivor is main deckable. It kind of works well with planning. No. Put... Yeah, you don't discard with planning. No, that definitely doesn't work. We have 2 cyclers, I guess. We might have to play just to feel the curve. It's fine. Not super exciting, but fine. don't think we want a trick here, really. The only reason I'm playing Prepare Fight is that because it's a Removal and a very strong trick, but I don't think we are in the market to play Spidery Graph, Mask and whatnot. Mask in the side could be good if they have a ton of Removal, but that's gonna be that, you know, it's gonna be about it. Like, it's not very exciting otherwise. Splat, I don't know with how much white sources will end up, but Avenger seems not so good. I think we just want to play one planes that we can fetch with Wilds, Amulet, and Beneath the Sand, and this is 4 white sources plus the gift and the ritualist is 6. It should be enough. I don't think we'll play more than one plane, so it's gonna make Avenger, I think, pretty bad. Sacred Excavation. That's not looking very good. Don't think Pyramid is very good here, but there's a chance we play it. Ooh, getting the Sandworm this late is amazing. This is gonna be great for the deck. This is gonna be greater. And I think we'll play that. This is 24 spell, but one of them is Amulet. I think this is a 16 land deck. We have a couple cards that just get us mana. We can cycle a decent amount of our late game if we really need to. We don't really know Flood. We don't have that many cycling deserts, so flooding could be an issue. Yeah, I think this is gonna be that. Bound, kind of ramp, Godfather's Gift. Deck seems good. We did not raise any removal later in the draft, but since we picked 4 efficient removal early, and now we have the Prepare to Fight, I think we are good removal-wise. The curve is nice. We have powerful late game with these cards, and yeah, it's just looking like pretty solid deck overall. Are we playing? Is that good somehow? Enchantment or creature, right? We have 2 Thirst. And you put the rest in graveyard too, which is kind of relevant. But I guess we have only 2 Thirst and not that many creature. Probably not gonna make the cut. Looks like a kind of a worst strategic planning mostly. I think we'll keep that main deck. Probably gonna play 1 planes as I said. And this is white too, I guess. These are colorless. Want a decent amount of green. 4 planes? I guess we don't have... We almost have as much white as blue at the end of the day, but having the blue early is pretty important for the planning and the thirst. So if anything, it should be like that, I believe. So this is with the Rivulet and the Desert, this is 5 blue plus Evolving White, 6 blue plus Gift, 7 blue. Yep, there's also the encampment. We have 7 green, 2 white. I guess having 2 planes is fine. We have quite a bit of white spell. We probably don't want more. And then between blue and green, a 5-6 split seems about right. Could use some more green. Like, having green is pretty important for the fixing, so there is that. But I think between Evolving Wilds and Amulet, this is kind of 8 green, and that should be enough. Alright, let's do that. Alright, that's gonna be the deck. I hope you guys enjoyed the draft. Again, if you haven't followed me on Twitch yet, feel free to do that. There's a link in the description. I'm gonna be streaming quite often from now on. And yeah, see you guys for round 2. Or round 2. Round 1.